starting? It's starting. I think it's starting. Right, here we go. Hello, how are you all doing? Right, my rant on walking. You're going to get it. But at the same time, I'm also setting myself up for tomorrow. It's training. So, 2 balls. I thought rather than do one and then stop and then do something else, I'll just do it all now. So you will get the general idea. Right, now, is walking the best form of exercise? Yes and no. And again, depending your goals. Either way of your goal, if you can, you should walk. Because, I mean, also, even if you walk slow, it's good for digestion. After I've had a bite to eat, I do like to do some form of movement beforehand, especially in the morning, because I train in the morning after my breakfast. So I like to do a little bit of walking, just do even 5 to 10 minutes, just to help break the food down, keep everything regular. Obviously, if you walking at a normal pace, you won't burn as many calories that you would if you were, say, walking for 30 minutes. You wouldn't burn the same amount of calories if you were jogging for 30 minutes, because obviously you've got a higher rate of intensity, more calories are going to burn. However, if you were to walk for, say, an hour, it would even out. It would even out a bit more. So if in any way, shape or form you want part of your fitness goals to involve maybe not losing weight, but at least retaining some fitness, you should get walking. Now, let's get on this. Ooh. Yeah. Now, is that really a rant? No, but it's getting there. Don't you worry, it's getting there. I believe if people can walk, they should. They should. Because there are people in the world who can't walk, and they would give anything to be able to walk. Well, there's 2 different types of people that can't walk. There's people who can't because of medical conditions. This is actually quite close to my heart, because there is someone who I care quite a lot about who has disabilities and is unable to walk. So when I come across people who scoff it off or whatever, I'll be like, don't worry, it's only a half-hour walk. Half an hour? It's like, yeah, half an hour, just can walk. You know, people don't realise how lucky they are, you know. So yeah, this is where the rant is coming in. So yeah, people who can't walk, obviously people with disabilities and people with physical limitations, and those are the 2 people who I have a lot of sympathies for. As I say, a lot of personal passions for one person in particular. And then, let's be honest, there's the lazy people who just won't perish the thought of, you know, standing up and putting one leg in front of the other. So, yes. People should walk. in summary, people should walk. People who can should. And, you know, spare a thought for the people who can't. You know, it's tough, isn't it? You know, it's tough to be able to. If anyone's ever had anything which has physically limited them from doing something, it's like taking something away from them, and you just don't realise how lucky you are physically. Example. I burnt my hand once. I think it was this one. No, it was this one. And it was quite a severe burn. I accidentally put my hand on an electric hob. And my hand was in bandages for about 6 weeks. 6 weeks in bandages. But when the bandages were off, all of this bit was all still a bit charred. So, you know, movement. I couldn't move my hand properly. And obviously I couldn't use my hand for a while. So I went a few months unable to work out, lift anything with any consequence, and I was not able to play the guitar for the same length of time, because this is my fretting hand, if you like. You know, this hand strums, and this hand does all the fingery shapes and sizes and whatnot. So yeah, so I couldn't play guitar or lift weights, and that was a hard few months to go through. Breathe it out. Breathe it out. The benefits, the physical benefits of walking far outweigh the negatives. What are the negatives of walking? Put a comment below. If you are physically able to walk, what are the negatives about it? Should we go for the positives? Obviously, physical side of it. It'll get some, regulate some strength in your legs, especially if you decide to go for walking up a hill. It's good for digestion, pointed that out. It's good for weight loss. Again, if you can't run and you can't speed walk and you can't jog, then you can just walk for longer. Calories in, calories out. If you was to go for a 2-hour walk, you would burn calories. Get the fresh air in you. If it's a sunny day, get a bit of vitamin D. If it's a rainy day, just walk in the rain. You know, get wet, deal with it. And what are the negatives? Well, you can only walk so far. I mean, that much is true to a degree. But if you had to work around your daily life, let's say if you were to walk to work, it would take an hour. Well, that makes your working day a lot longer. And even I'm not going to be like, well, just get up an hour earlier. Because, you know, if you've got a 8-hour shift to work, you put 2 hours on that, that's 10 hours. I understand. However, you are talking to someone who does the occasional 12.5-hour shift and works on his feet all day in a cafe. So, again, you'll excuse me for entire lack of sympathy. That is it. That really is it, isn't it? It takes a bit of time. It takes a bit of time from A to B. Now, if you're in a car, of course, it's really quick. However, I haven't got a car, but I have got a bicycle. So I will simply cycle from A to B. Now, if A to B is an hour on foot, it's easily cut down, depending on terrain, depending if it's uphills, downhills, but let's just say it's easily taken down to half an hour, probably 20 minutes. If you've got a nice bit of flat road, if you've got a bit of a downhill to go for, and if you've got a strong set of legs, probably it can be done down to, I would say, around the 25 minutes easily. And if you push, I reckon a lot of people could cycle 20, cycle an hour, walk in 20 minutes, depending on your terrain. I mean, on one way, if it's uphill, you know you'll be able to get there in 20 minutes, because on the way back it'll all be downhill. However, we are talking about walking and not cycling. The benefits of walking will always outweigh the negatives. Like I said, I do know that there are, if people have got physical limitations, and if people are unfortunately disabled and just unable to walk, obviously I'm not horrible. Yeah, those two reasons I fully understand, but I don't see any reason why everyone just can't go out and go for a walk. I don't get it. I don't. People's reactions as well. You know, it's sort of like I'll just say any distance within reason, but any distance. I will simply say, well, can we not walk there? How long does it take? And you know, I'll say the time, and sometimes it can be a long time, and people will be like, how long? And I'm thinking, oh, it's only walking. I'm not asking you to run a marathon. It's a suggestion. Get one of those little folding chairs you can get out. If you're saying to yourself, there's no way I can walk 2 hours straight, okay, take one of them little folding chairs, walk so far. When you get tired, from chair out, have a little picnic basket on hat standby, a couple of energy drinks, dunk, away you go. So yeah, that's I mean, this is the closest I've probably got to a rant. It could have been worse. It could have been worse. I think if I'm pushed, maybe if I get a couple of like shitty comments on this, I might. The little demon might come crawling out. Well, kunk. But yeah. Unless you genuinely, physically cannot walk, you should definitely walk. Go for maybe even a 10-minute walk. Just get used to walking. Maybe you're not keen on walking outside. Obviously, the way the world is at the moment, I get that. Maybe just walk around your block. Maybe walk around your house. If you've got a staircase, walk up and down your staircase. If you've got a garden, walk around your garden. Do what you can, but do get in a bit of walking, because you will be surprised how, would I say fun? Well, I wouldn't say it's boring, personally. Got some headphones, got some music with you. Yeah, get out, get walking, and get strong, keep happy, and keep healthy. Ta-da.